Shane Underwood, and I'm going to really wow you this time because my TAT theorem works. What you got to do though is you got to consider what the song's about and what it reduces to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, or 12. 11 is connection, 12 is utopia, love, utopia movement. Now, here we go, a song about a man reflecting on his life at the end, not with bitterness, but with ownership. Reflecting on his life at the end, well, the end of a chapter is 9. Now, I didn't actually get this one right because I used a 9, and it turns out, well, it's not a 9. Let me just say that. It's not a 1, it's not a 2, it's not a 4 structure, it's not 5 chaos either, it's not 6, which is creation after chaos, it's not a 7, it's an 8. Have a go at this one. I got this wrong too. By the way, I got 6 out of 10, which is pretty good. It's a 1 in 20,000 chance. A song about deep jealousy. So we don't even know what the songs are. These were plain guesses, but we're not guesses. You're actually reducing the song to a number, and I'm telling you now, I have come up with about 80% accuracy, which is crazy. Song about deep jealousy and insecurity inside a relationship. The narrator knows they're being irrational, but they can't help it. The tension builds like a storm. You feel before it hits. I think I guessed a 7 for that one. We'll see. We'll see how we go. Now, the third one, a song that feels like a sunrise after a long depression and doesn't deny pain. It says that pain won't win. It builds slowly, then it explodes into hope. That is utopia. That is a utopia song. That's a 12. That's what I'm guessing anyway. I think that's what I guessed. A song about isolation from someone at the top of the world yet emotionally alone. It's reflective, slightly melancholic, and very honest about the cost of success. That was a 9. I'm guessing that's a 9. Okay. Oops. A song about rebellion against authority. Systems feel broken. It's not subtle. It's loud, direct, and confrontational. That is a 5, chaos. That is like the easiest 5 you'll ever get. A song about longing for someone who may never return. It's heavy with memory. The ocean, distance, and the time are all metaphors for separation. I think I had a 9 for that one. Longing for someone who may never return, which is a 9. Okay, the total eclipse of the heart this song turned out to be. Pure romantic devotion, almost obsessive, but in a tender way. It's intense, dramatic, and emotionally huge. So Utopia, which is a 3, 12, 1 plus 2 is 3, reduces to a 3. So that's a 12. Now, if the title, by the way, if the title is a 12, a 5, or now a 7, we stop at the title, and that's what the overall reduction is. A song about questioning religion, if you're questioning something, if you have faith, if it's about belief, questioning religion, that's got to be a 7. A song about escaping your past and starting fresh somewhere new. It's hopeful but cautious, like stepping into a new chapter with scars still visible. I don't know. I feel it feels like stepping into a new chapter. Feels like a 1, but with scars still visible. I said 1, but it's not. Song about unstoppable. So can you get this? It looks like a 1. It's certainly not 2, connection or a gateway. It's certainly not 3, love and utopia, which is also a 12. It would be a 4. It's not chaos. escaping your past and starting fresh, someone new. It could be the thing after chaos, which is creation. It could be a 6, stepping into a new chapter. Yeah, that's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. A song about unstoppable ambition and hunger. It's competitive, driven, and laser focused on winning, no distractions. That's an 8. So, how did I go? Now, my guesses. My Way with Frank Sinatra. It was actually an 8, and I guessed a 9. But that doesn't mean that I'm wrong. Doesn't mean that I'm wrong overall. You see how many I get. Every breath you take, I guessed a 7 or an 8, or 7 or a 5. It was actually an 8. Now, Coldplay Fix You, it is a 12. I mentioned that it's a 12. It sounded like a 12, but I said I originally guessed 6. Okay, so now, Lonely Days, System of a Down, I said it's a 9 and was correct. Killing in the Name, Rage Against the Machine, is a 5, and I guessed a 5. Wish You Were Here was a 9 by Pink Floyd, got that one. Total Eclipse of the Heart was a 12, got that one. Losing My Religion, 7, got that one. Fast Car, it was 4. That was a tricky one. And Lose Yourself, 8. So what did I score? 6 out of 10. Not bad, except if you Google what is Fast Car about, what is Fast Car about, the song? What is Fast Car, the song, about? Working class woman struggling to escape the cycle of poverty. The cycle. Cycle means 8. No, it doesn't. Does it? It's a 4. It highlights a desperate hope for a better life through a romantic partnership. A better life through a romantic partnership is structure. Leaving her trapped in the same circumstances she tried to escape. So that was structure, and that's a hard one. Trying to come up with structure, a structured answer, is hard. What's the odds of a 6 out of 10? 20,000 to 1. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now let's go through some songs like Smooth Criminal. Now, what is Smooth Criminal about? What is the song Smooth Criminal about? What is the song Smooth Criminal about? By Michael Jackson. We know it's about a violent attack on a woman named Annie in her apartment by a smooth assailant who leaves no evidence behind. The lyrics featuring the famous refrain, "Annie, are you okay?" That's a question. A question is like number 7, faith or mysticism. Now, if you get a 7 in the title, you stop. Title reduces to 7. Artist reduces to a 7. That's actually incorrect because I changed this. Now with the T+at Theorem, I noticed that was incorrect. It come up with a 12. There's no way that's a 12 song. Okay, Love and Utopia. No, now that with the T+at, and this is when I'm coming up with breakthroughs all the time. Now with T+at adds to 7 when you stop. So, Smooth Criminal is a 7. We stop. Now, Earth Song is a 5 using T+at. Earth Song. It's about, what is Earth Song about? Let's have a look. It's a pure chaos song. Look at this. Earth Song is a powerful emotional anthem protesting environmental destruction, animal cruelty, and human negligence. It serves as a wake-up call regarding pollution, deforestation, and war, with Jackson articulating the planet's own pain. That is a 5. And look at this. It's an 8. If it's not a 5 or a 7 or a 12, we continue. Look at that. Final, it's a 5. Can you see that song's about chaos? That song is chaos. Heal the World, by the way, is a 12 song. No, Heal the World is 5. What is Heal the World about? What is this song Heal the World about? Global unity, peace, and environmental stewardship to create a better, safer, and more. It focuses on ending suffering, conflict, and selfishness, promoting love and compassion as a remedy for the planet's issues. It's a 5. It's in the title. Heal the World reduces to a 5, and under TAT we stop at 5. We stop at 5, 7, or 12. Rock the World using TAT. What is the song Rock the World about? High tempo teen pop album on youth optimism, unity, and embracing life's possibilities. The lyrics promote joy and togetherness. Joy and togetherness, that sounds like it's an 11. Encouraging listeners to dance and create a positive impact, making it staple of bubblegum pop. Could be a 7, could be an 8. The title's an 8. The title's an 8. Let's go to Rock the World. Come on. Okay, Rock the World's a really interesting one because it reduces to a 5. Now, of course, if we go Rock the World, the title is an 8. And that means something as well. The title is an 8. But we proceed to find the title and the artist and the title. So the title is 152. We have 152 times 2 plus 124 is 428. 6 plus 8 is 14. 14 reduces to a 5. And that makes sense because 5 is not necessarily chaos, it's change. And the song is all about a transformative and positive effect of falling in love with a woman who is captivating completely. The rarest love that has changed his life. Okay, so that is a 5. It doesn't mean a bad thing, okay, but it can mean a bad thing. Chaos. Okay, let's have a look. All right, Californication. Californication is a song about America, about California and the plastic, I don't know, artificial feelings of we are Americans and we are powerful. What is the song Californication about? Critical look at the dark, shallow underbelly of American culture, particularly in Hollywood style, celebrity worship, and the loss of authenticity. Explores the themes of greed, plastic surgery, and the globalization of California's superimage. Would you agree that that is a bit chaotic? Let's have a look. Yes. The title reduces to a 5, so we stop. Californication is a 5. And that works. ChatGPT will tell you if it works once you describe what your number system is. That fits the theme of the song extremely closely. Hollywood illusion, fame, decay, social commentary. This one aligns very strongly with a 5. Other Side. What is the song Other Side about? So I got really good at guessing these with my friend Huss, and we were up there, looking at the stars, listening to music. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful night in Melbourne, and looking in over to the city, and we were guessing songs like you wouldn't believe, with probably about an 80% accuracy. And when we were off, we were just off by one usually. Sometimes I think the beginning is creation. A one can be a six, and eight can be a six. Red Hot Chili Peppers' other side was the intense ongoing struggle with drug addiction. That's going to be a five. Released in 2000, the song written by highlights the other side as a metaphor for overcoming substance abuse and breaking free from the darkness of addiction. That feels like a start. It feels like a one song to me. Breaking free from the darkness of addiction. Well, the other side reduces to a four. Title plus artist plus title theorem. That's a seven. Okay, so I didn't get that one right. Overcoming substance abuse and breaking free. So, breaking free and overcoming substance abuse is like having faith, which is a seven. Battling addiction. The lyrics, such as slide away from the pain, reflect the desire to escape the physical and emotional pain. If we're looking at an escape, we're looking at a seven. And often when that's prone, the other side, this represents a life free from addiction, although it's portrayed as a difficult, almost insurmountable distance to bridge. That was a hard one. Under the Bridge, by the way, Under the Bridge is about, what is the song Under the Bridge about? The reason why I'm also doing this is Spotify. I'm going by Spotify, and Spotify, mind you. Can I say a high power's greatest artist is the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Coldplay, really popular on Spotify. It just keeps playing Coldplay songs. Dire Straits, Pink Floyd. These are some of the higher powers' favourite artists. A famous song in 1991 by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. The lyrics reflect loneliness, heartbreak, and his struggles with drug addiction while finding solace in Los Angeles. Sounds like a five song to me. And would you believe it? The title reduces to five. If the title is a five, we stop. Under the Bridge is a five. I reckon you're going to get these two. If you tell ChatGPT that A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, Z is 26, and you need to reduce the numbers, and give it an example. Give it an example like this. You can say that the title adds 2. The title for this song adds to 140. Okay, 140 is 1 plus 4 plus 0, which is 5. Okay, so then we've got the title and the artist, but because we got a 5, we stop because for the title. Okay, Snow Hey-O. What is the song Snow? Hey-O, listen what I say. Personal reinvention. Survival and starting over with a clean slate. Well, wouldn't that be a 1? It just feels like a 1 to me. It's a 2. Some wrong. Yeah, I get some wrong. Reflects personal reinvention, survival, and starting over. I would have. It feels like a 1. It addresses the difficult letting go of past destructive habits to embrace a new, authentic life. Okay, it's an 11. Why though? It's sort of like the legacy of the song must be connection. Clarity that comes at the end when the chaos ends. Okay. Scar Tissue, another Chili Peppers song. What is Scar Tissue about? You can do this. What is the scar tissue about? Now I'm going to get you to have a guess. What is it? What is it? Explores the themes of pain, addiction, recovery, and resilience. They have quite a few of these songs. It reflects on the emotional and physical scars left by a tumultuous past, specifically Kalida's battles with substance abuse and the band, especially guitarist John Fitz's journey towards healing and personal growth. Pain, addiction, recovery, and resilience is 5, which is there's got to be change so it reflects on the emotional, physical scars. Could be a 5, could be a 6. I'm feeling it's a 5 energy again. An 8, a 6. I did say a 5 or a 6, didn't I? So scar tissue is 6, which is basically what happens after chaos or change. It's 6, creation. By the way, I tried to say I'm feeling waiting for. Inspired by the 1997 true story of elderly Texas couple. Is that? What is the song, by the way, from the Red Hot Chili Peppers about? There we go. Wrong. We had the wrong one. By the way. Respective track, reflecting on themes of love, complexities of relationships, finding light amid dark times, heavily influenced by Kalida's life. I would have thought that light amidst dark times would be a 6. A 6 is after a 5. 5 chaos. Now we got the title reduces to 10, which reduces to 1. So we do TAT calculation. It's a 1. Heavily so reflecting on the themes of love, the complexity of relationship, and finding light amidst dark times. So it's sort of like looking at or reflecting on those dark times and then seeing the light, which is a 1. That makes sense. But it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not a foolproof. You can't just get this 100% of the time. Okay, so Sick Love. Dark, introspective reflection on intense, somewhat toxic and delusioning romantic relationship, explores the contrast between the romanticized, sunny image of Hollywood and the harsh reality of personal, often painful experiences. The lyrics often love and complexities of finding oneself. Finding oneself could be a 7, or it could be a 5, what we've got here. Sick Love is a 6, 8. TAT is a 2. Okay, so we're talking about a relationship, which is a connection, explores contrast between a romanticized, sunny image Holly and the heart's reality of personal, often painful experiences. Okay, it's about connection. The lyrics touch on themes of love, so we're talking about love, heartache, and it's not true love, which is like 3 or a 12. And the complexities of finding oneself within a relationship. Finding oneself within a relationship. That's why it's an 11. It's actually, you'll get pretty good at this. Okay, and your near misses won't be. Now, Soul to Squeeze. What is the song Soul to Squeeze about? Now, you can do this with me. Look it up. But here we go. Bittersweet song about battling personal demons, specifically drug addiction, while searching for emotional redemption. The title metaphors the intense, often painful effort to extract love, truth, and humanity's soul from a life filled with insanity and depletion. Sounds like a 5. 2, 8. There you go, it's a 12. That's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. It adds to 606, by the way, which is 12. And I guess searching for emotional redemption. The title metaphors the intense, often painful effort to extract love, truth, and humanity. That's a tricky one. From a life filled with insanity and depletion. Struggles with addiction, pain and loss, and desire to heal. Lines like "I got a bad disease out of my brain where I bleed" refer to mental and emotional toll of his struggle. This represents the pressure of living through hard times, forcing the artist. So yeah, I would struggle to get that one. Now this time we got Danny California. What's the song Danny California about? Danny California about fictional restless girl named Danny who moves from South to California, living a fast troubled life before dying young in the Badlands. Feels like she's a composite character representing various women she's known, previously appearing in the songs. Danny moves. Let's have a look. Feels like an 8 to me. The title adds to 8, but we keep going. Title artist title theorem. Danny California is a 6. Okay, so we got Californication, we got Under the Bridge. I did say Scar Tissue is a 5 or a 6. Snow, I believe I said it was a 1 and it was an 11. By the Way is a 1, but that makes sense. Sick Love is a 2 or an 11. Soul to Squeeze was a 12. Danny California was a 6. So we've got 5, 6, 2, 12. We're doing all right. Now, Give It Away, another song. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away. What is the song Give It Away about? Philosophy is selfless, altruistic behavior, and the belief that material possessions should be rather than hoarded. Whenever I say the word belief, I feel like it's a 7. But it's a 5. The title Give It Away reduces to a 5. 122, 1 plus 2 plus 2 is 5. Okay. Inspired by experience where Kalidas was told by his girlfriend to give away a jacket to keep his life from becoming small. Philosophy of selfless altruistic behaviour and the belief that material possessions should be shared rather than hoarded. The song highlights the idea that holding on to possessions limits life, while giving them away creates positive energy. That's interesting, that one. I don't know why that's a 5. It doesn't really feel like it has 5 energy. Okay, Give It Away is a 5. Now it says that the song is purely explosive release of energy. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Chaos, Listen Now, Californication, Give It Away, and Under the Bridge. We're seeing a bit of a 5 pattern. Okay, so does 5 make sense? Yeah, 5 makes a lot of sense for Give It Away, especially under your title, core meaning, stop rule. In your framework, chaos, turning point, release, disruption, the bridge between worlds. The song is based controlled chaos. Okay, now we're going to get rid of the Chili Peppers, by the way. Now, there is a song called Dosed, and would you believe that adds to the title plus artist plus title adds to 300, so that adds to a 3. We stop at a 3 or a 12. Okay, you can have a bit of a read of that and pause that if you like. What does it mean for dose? It's not a chaos or a turning point. It's more like a confession or transmission. The title dose points to being under something. Love, chemicals, memory, grief, but the legacy tat landing on 3 says the core function of the song is to communicate that state, to put the inner world into language and music. Now, Here we go. We've got some. No, we've still got a Chili Peppers song. The Adventures of Rain Dance Maggie. What is the song? Adventures of Rain Dance Maggie about? Collective memories, past relationships and experiences. While often interpreted as a suggestion song about groupies or sexual encounters, Kalides describes it as a collection of people and memories that came with him through music. It feels like a 7. Connection, a 2. Now I'm going to skip quite a few of these. Around the World was a 7. Dark Necessities is a 6. Okay, here we go. Now this is where I was really interesting. I was sitting there looking up at the stars on level 5 or a building in Brunswick, looking at our beautiful city in Melbourne. And here you go. I guessed most of these. The Castle of Glass. What's the Castle of Glass about? What's the song Castle of Glass about? Impoverished family, it follows her journey from chaotic childhood marked by brilliant but alcoholic father to her successful life in New York City. Explores resilience and unconditional love despite neglect. It feels like it's a 6. It feels like a 6, which is after 5, which is after chaos. So it feels like a 6. Now the title reduces to a 4. The artist reduces to a 7. There we go. Final tap reduction is a 6. Why? Why is it? Because the title plus the artist. The title is 139 times 2 is 278. Add the artist, which is 115. And when you add the artist and that together, we get 393. 3 plus 9 is 12, plus 3 is 15, and 15 reduces to 6. You can test this out, and when you do, you're going to be wowed. You really are. Okay, Walking on a Dream adds 2. Well, what's Walking on a Dream about? By Emperor of the Sun. Celebrating the euphoria of love, the thrill of chasing dreams and escaping into a surreal sun-drenched and I say sun-drenched and I think by Emperor Fire of the Sun, I feel like it's a 12 song. Explores themes of reconnection, peace, and yeah, it feels like a 12 song. Raw sum not 120, we get a 4. Connection. So a lot of the time I predicted 12 and it comes up with 11. I'm really that's like a near miss. Okay, in the framework, the song is very much about shared experience, romantic tension, and a dreamlike connection. So when you're thinking about dreamlike connections, it's not a pure love song, I guess. So 2 actually fits the theme quite smoothly. I asked though, why is it not a 12? This is a good question. For Walking on a Dream Empire Sun, we calculated that using the T+at Theorem, that it's 11, which is, why is it not a 12? To get a 12 at the end? Okay, it's just telling us why it's not a 12. It might feel like a 12 because the artist reduces to 12. Does the artist reduce? Oh, the artist does reduce to 12. And if the system is solid, we accept all the results. Okay, How You Like Me is the song How You Like Me. Heavy's How You Like Me Now. Is it How You Like Me Now? Oh, How You Like Me Now is a cocky funk rock album about unapologetically flaunting bad behaviour and pushing boundaries in a relationship. Challenging someone to love you despite your flaws. If if you're asking a question, you're challenging someone, that feels like a 7 to me. There you go. Now, if the title reduces to a 7, we stop. Okay? How You Like Me Now is a 7. We stop. Undisclosed Desire. I'm going to stop after this one and get you. Now, that's by Muse, which, by the way, is quite popular when I go into Spotify. Spotify is quite amazing. It gives me songs which have meaning, and you'll find that too. You'll find that too. Invest in Spotify. The shares are going to go through the roof. Okay. Layer of deep intimacy, vulnerability, and complex. So, undisclosed desires adds a layer of deep intimacy, vulnerability, and complex emotional reconciliation to a relationship, moving beyond typical love. So it's not love, it's not connection. What is it? If it's a question, if it's a faith or belief, it's a 7. Has a 7 feeling to me. Desire to understand, accept the desire is a 7. It will be a 7. There you go. It's a 7. For a song literally about hidden desire, emotional walls, and suppressed truth, 7 actually fits the clean very cleanly. Now, ChatGPT is thinking like me, so it does give me sort of like some meaning after that, after my guess. What does it mean and why isn't it a 6? I asked it, why isn't it a 6? Cocoon by Milky Chance. Cocoon is finding a serene, safe place to escape the chaos. Now, if I'm talking about escaping the chaos, creation comes after that, which is a 6. It just feels like a 6 song to me. It's not 5, 7, 12, 3. No, it's a 9. End of cycle. Okay. The song addresses repairing a damaged relationship. So it's the end of a chapter with especially regret and a desire to protect the partner from pain, inviting him to retreat together. So there's reflection here, regret. So that's the end of a chapter. The song written by the band's massive success, treating the public eye in a hectic, noisy, and fast-paced world to find a better, cleaner slate. So before you find a clean slate, you need to reach the end of a chapter. Okay? Taylor Swift song. Give me 5 and we'll guess. Here you go. Here's a guess when we play the Taylor Swift songs. We've got Love Story. I'll get you to read that. Pause the video. Have a think about it. I wasn't very good at picking Taylor Swift songs, by the way. Not very good at all. There's this hidden meaning behind it. Love Story. The song Love Story is about. So it's like a Romeo and Juliet inspired album about forbidden love. Focus on romance disapproved by parents. Written when she was 17, it tells the story of a couple facing obstacles but defying them for a happy ending rather than well, that feels like an 11 to me. 11 or a 12. So I'll get you to have a think about that. Do you agree? Do you agree that it's an 11 or a 12? Which 11's a 2, by the way. 12 is a 3. Blank Space, a satirical take on public perception. It plays with the idea of obsession, chaos, and exaggerated romance. It's sharp, self-aware, and slightly unhinged, intentionally so. What is the song Blank Space? Swift intentionally adopted this persona to highlight the absurdity of her reputation, portraying a glamorous, manipulative, and insecure character who thrives on the chaotic dayfall of brief romances. It feels like a chaos song. Okay? Blank Space, chaos song. Let's see how we go. All Too Well. I'll get you to read that and come up with your answer. Same with Shake It Off. Carefree anthem and ignoring critics and external judgment. It's playful, rhythmic, and emotionally light, built on momentum. I feel as though that's an 8 song. And Cardigan, like recalling a love that left a permanent imprint. I reckon that could be a 9 song. Okay, so Love Story. I originally guessed a 12, but it's a 7. Blank Space. I guessed a 7, and it's a 7. All Too Well. It's a 12, and I guessed a 9. Not far off. Shake It Off was a 4 structure. We guessed an 8. And Cardigan, we guessed an 8. Oh, sorry, the answer was 8. So we didn't do very well on Taylor Swift songs for some reason. Zephyr Song we did. Back to Chili Peppers. Zephyr Song adds to a 6. And what is the song about? What is the song about? What is the song Zephyr Song about? Healing power of nature, human connection, and finding euphoria. Finding euphoria feels like an 8. Finding euphoria, the total is a 2. Okay, interesting. Imagine from John Lennon. Now that is a pure Utopia song. Utopia is God's plan. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer. Well, there you go. It's a 12 song. Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong is also it's a 3, which is basically a 12. It's a 3. If you call it a 12, it's actually a 3. Okay? The reason why it didn't come up with a 12 is because it's 6 plus 8 plus 7, which is 21, and 21 reduces a 3. Most of the time, it reduces to 12. Okay, 4 plus 4 plus 4, 6 plus 5 plus 1. Okay, but you can get 7, 7, 7, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 7 adds to 21. So, Wonderful World by a different artist. Wonderful World reduces to a 1. So we continue. It's not a 5, 7, or a 12. The artist Sam Cooke, though, adds to 82, which, by the way, is my birth year. And mind you as well, when I went through the video going through um, the when I went through the video going through uh, my that numbers have meaning, the numbers have structure. The video that went for 18 minutes, okay, I forgot to say that afterlife adds to 82, would you believe it or not? Okay, but the total result here, title, artist title, is still a 12, would you believe it? So Wonderful World by a different artist also adds to 12. Okay, really, really interesting. Unchained Melody, I'll get you to think about and look up the song Unchained Melody. Have a pause this video and have a think about what it is. Remember that we stop if it's a 5, 7, or a 12. A 12 is a 3. Okay, Unchained Melody. Title reduces to a 9. The artist reduces to an 8. The title plus the artist is an 8. And that makes sense. It's a power song, Unchained Melody. The song is hugely emotional intensity, longing turned all the way up. That's an absolute power song. Now, My Heart Will Go On by Celine Dion. That feels like a love song to me. Or Make My Heart, well, could be a chaos song. My Heart Will Go On. That's a belief song. Every night in my dreams, I see you. My Heart Will Go On. True love is eternal and survives even after death of a partner. Survival after death of a partner feels like faith. It signifies the memories and love continue offering hope. So faith and hope and strength to live on despite devastating loss is a 7. That makes sense. It does make sense. Ironic from Alanis Morissette. Now, it feels like chaos to me because isn't it ironic, don't you think? A man turned 98, won the lottery the next day. It's like rain when you just, what is it like? It's a, if you look at the lyrics, let's have a look at the lyrics. Lyrics for Ironic by Alanis Morissette. An old man turned 98, won the lottery and died the next day. It's a black fly in your Chardonnay. It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's good advice. That's chaos. That's chaos. And let's see. Yes, the title reduces to 5. Okay, so we're still starting to pick a lot of these. And I was picking 8 or 9 out of 10 with my friend Huss. The Way It Is by Bruce Hornsby. That's just the way it is. The title reduces to 4, so we proceed. Bruce Hornsby, title artist, title theorem is also a 5. Interesting structure. It actually matches the theme. The song is about social injustice and conflict with the way things are. So it's tension, not harmony. So yeah, that's a 5. By the way, I did say that Afterlife adds to 82. And Code Heaven and Code Song add to 82. So you have to understand this. This is huge. The Code Song is 82, my birth year. The code for Heaven is also 82. my birth year. Together, 27 plus 55, 27. So song and heaven reduced to the same thing. Okay, by the way, code heaven and code song reduced to 11, which is a gateway. Now, this is really interesting. When I saw my psychic who grounded me and did a reading, this song played without me pressing play in Spotify. Spotify knows what song to play at what time. I don't know how that is. In my book, I reveal how Spotify changed my life. It saved my life. The Truth Begins by Clanger Russell. Okay, I'm going to play the song and let's listen to it because and you'll be able to get it just from the lyrics. Okay, let's play the song. Let's go to Spotify. In. Okay, this is a song for me, which played without me pressing play. Would you begin?
All the people in the world, there's nobody like you. Yes, you got the power deep
Deep
inside
inside
to
to
free your
feel me.
mind. So flow with the water.
Do I have to say any more? You've got the power deep inside you. The title reduces to 8, and so happens to be the final result. Okay, because the T+at Theorem 449, that's going to add to 17, which reduces to an 8. Holy Father from Clanger Russell. I never heard of this guy, and I never, ever, ever played anything like it, and it come up when I realised what I am, who I can communicate with, and it was quite life changing. Holy Father adds to a 1. Clanger Russell adds to a 1, so that must be a 3, which is 12. Holy Father is a beautiful love song. It's utopia. If you think about utopia, utopia is God's plan for 2026. That is a 3 song. Now, here's some more songs. This is one by Alicia Keys, which is If I Ain't Got You. Why don't you look up the lyrics? Have a good look and ask yourself, what is it? What does it add to? Title reduces to 9, 5, so 9, 18, 23. It's going to be a 5. Yeah, it's a 5. I don't know the song. My friend Hustin. Does it suit the song? Yes, 5 actually suits the song extremely well in your system. Let's break it down for your meanings. For I Ain't Got You, we got, so the title is a 9, which is interesting. It's about reflection. The thing is that the title and the artist have a meaning, but so does the title plus the title plus the artist. Okay, so the title plus the title plus the artist actually works. And in this system, we've got a 5. Okay, so I was guessing these probably 8 out of 10 times. You'll be able to do that if you listen to the song, if you listen to the song's meaning, and, educate yourself to the point where you're getting ones and sixes mixed up. Structure 4 is hard, but, I guess these are the sort of things you need to play around with. We're talking, I was getting 8 out of 10, and the chance of getting 8 out of 10 is 1 in 2.74 million. Is that random? Is it a coincidence that I could guess 8 out of 10? Well, I'll leave that up to you. It's a pretty small percentage. This is my favourite band now, Clang and Russell. Okay, check them out. Check them out. They're really cool. Okay, Car Russell. He makes a lot of songs which really ring home for me. 12 songs, 8 songs. Let Me Come to Life is an 8. Symmetry is a 12. There's lots of beautiful songs there. So there you go. That's an artist you probably never heard of. Give it a go. How are you scoring with the TAT system? Ask ChatGPT to give you 10 songs and see how you go yourself, because it's going to be mind-blowing when you get even 5, 6, 7 out of 10 songs. And regularly I've got 10 out of 10. I'm not showing you 10 out of 10 because I'm not saying I can get 10 out of 10 all the time. It's hard. 8 out of 10 though, really possible, and you're looking at a 2.74 million to 1 chance to get 8 out of 10. This is life-changing. What does it prove? Well, some would say nothing. It proves that there's structure in songs, numbers have meaning, and my 4th theorem, which is creativity comes in waves from a higher power, waves of energy. When someone names a song, they don't notice that it's a wave of energy. And would you believe it that the TAT theorem works? I want you to take your time with songs and use my theorem to test how well you can go. If you think about it for a long time, we just did a hell of a lot of songs there, and it's quite late at night. Let's see how you go when you listen to the song and then you search what it's about. You should be able to work your way through it brilliantly. Thank you. And by the way, if you like this and subscribe to my channel, please pass this on to whoever may find this interesting. Reducing the number to a song and doing it regularly is huge. What does it mean? I'll leave that up to you. Thanks. Bye.